Sustainable drainage systems, or SuDS for short, are crucially important for managing surface water and reducing the risk of flooding and pollution in communities. The expansion of urban areas in the UK and Ireland to develop much-needed new housing, coupled with an increase in the frequency of major storm events resulting from climate change, is putting substantial pressure on our drainage systems. But it is also highlighting that the green or vegetated SuDS approaches introduced in recent decades are not sufficient to protect our communities from the devastating effects of flooding. There are two main approaches to SuDS that have become widely adopted in the UK and Ireland: proprietary and vegetated. Both are highly effective when designed and constructed correctly, but there are some significant advantages to FP McCann's proprietary system versus vegetated SuDS. Let's start with long-term sustainability and maintenance demands. FP McCann's precast concrete products used to create its proprietary SuDS have a small carbon footprint. They are manufactured using locally sourced raw materials wherever possible, using resource-efficient processes, and some products are now even cement-free. These include FP McCann's earth-friendly concrete or EFC composed headwalls, which have already been installed in residential developments in the UK. Longevity is another huge sustainability advantage. FP McCann's concrete drainage products have a 100-year design life, double that of plastic SuDS products. Proprietary SuDS formed using concrete can also go much deeper underground for increased capacity and dramatically reducing the risk of flotation. This combination adds up to a sustainable SuDS choice. Proprietary SuDS also have virtually zero maintenance requirements. Compare that to vegetated systems, which require a regular maintenance program and careful landscape management, all of which comes at a cost. As proprietary SuDS are hidden from view, the land above can be used for other purposes, such as play areas and car parks. This is extremely beneficial in urban developments, where space is often limited. With vegetated SuDS, the space needed for ponds and basins has the potential, if properly maintained, to create a wildlife habitat, but it cannot be used for anything else. Importantly, a proprietary SuDS does not affect the natural water table. In both proprietary and vegetated systems, the water table functions as normal. The only difference here is that one system, proprietary, is hidden from view, whilst the other, vegetated, is highly visible and can become an eyesore if not maintained properly. Finally, there are major health and safety advantages to proprietary SuDS because there is no danger of children, vulnerable people, or pets getting into difficulty in the ponds that form. And there is far less likelihood of proprietary SuDS attracting flies and vermin, which could cause nuisance to nearby residents. The genius of the FP McCann proprietary SuDS system really comes to the fore when you see how these systems are incorporated into a site. Imagine you wanted to create a children's play area within your housing development, but you also wanted an effective and highly sustainable SuDS without having to give up space for a vegetated system. Below, the surface will look something like this. Firstly, collection. The surface is designed so that when it rains, runoff is channeled into FP McCann's gullies, or our storm channels, also known as slot drains. Secondly, conveyancing. A network of FP McCann's high-quality concrete pipes and manholes. Storm channel. And box culverts ensures water is channeled underground to transfer to the third stage. Treatment. This is crucial because it ensures water being released from SuDS is safe with any solids, hydrocarbons and debris removed. This can include using FP McCann StormCleanser, a hydrodynamic separator which is specifically designed to remove contaminants from the stormwater runoff. As water and pollutants enter StormCleanser via the inlet pipe, the internal geometry enables low-energy forced vortex flow patterns to form. so floatables gather and solids settle to the bottom of the treatment chamber for subsequent removal. Concrete gullies, concrete catch pits, and concrete soakaways where appropriate. Next comes attenuation. The requirements of the site will determine the exact design of this part of the SuDS, but it could include creating an attenuation tank using StormTank, FP McCann's modular precast structural system, or a StormHold stormwater management solution that can be configured in a number of ways, including as a series of large diameter pipes to form a series of tanks. This enables water to flow between the tanks as they fill up and release in a controlled manner. It could also incorporate FP McCann's StormChamber, a modular precast concrete chamber system used when the ground area is limited, or box culverts, which are often used where particularly heavy tracked areas have to be accommodated, such as a car park, and these could even extend under surrounding land, including roads. FP McCann's box culverts can also incorporate a cast-in mammal ledge, which allows access for wildlife without the need for additional provisions. Stage 5 is release. This could utilize a manhole soakaway if ground conditions permit. FP McCann's vortex control system, StormBreak. This system has been proved to consistently outperform other similar control release products available in the UK and European market. It is designed to control the flow of stormwater by hydraulic effect without requiring any moving parts. It works like this. Water enters the StormBreak tangentially and rises up the circumference of the device, but lacks sufficient energy for full rotation and vortex formation. Instead, the vortex continually forms and collapses, resulting in significant energy loss and reduced flow out of the device. When the upstream head is sufficiently large, the vortex fully forms with a central air core. The final stage is infiltration, which could be achieved using a soakaway or running into a nearby watercourse. So how would it work when it rains? Here's a typical FP McCann SuDS design in action. Runoff is collected via slot drains and gullies. This is fed along concrete pipes to the StormCleanser chamber, which fills up and through the hydraulic process filters the water. The cleansed water then runs along another pipe into the attenuation tank, which fills up. The attenuation tank then feeds water into the StormBreak chamber that releases the water in a controlled and calculated manner into a soakaway if the ground conditions are suitable. Alternatively, it can be slowly released to the existing stormwater infrastructure or the nearest watercourse via a precast head wall. All this means that FP McCann's proprietary SuDS takes care of stormwater and runoff effortlessly to leave the space above and the area immediately around it free from flooding or drainage issues that have become all too common. For your stormwater management requirements across both residential and commercial sectors, please contact the specialists at FP McCann.